So I'm very happy to welcome Juha to the stage from Kauppavalmennus to talk a little bit about the retail space and what can be done in that space around circular economy concepts.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it's like this. Hi, hello everyone. It's nice to be here. Thank you for having me here. My name is Juha Ketola. I'm the CEO of Kauppavalmennus, and I'm just thrilled to talk about food waste. Unfortunately, I thought I would have 15 minutes, so I timed this for that, so I have to waste 5 minutes of your time. So let's get going. This is what Kauppavalmennus is. In 2010, I was a retailer in Kesko. We had some problems that there were no answers, so I started thinking about myself. I started studying lean management. I noticed, okay, this might work. And we did some studies, we tried a few things out, and we noticed, okay, this is actually working. And after that, I noticed, okay, why isn't everybody doing like this? So I started Kauppavalmennus to do things like that way. 2015, we started doing our own software because we had to. There was no software available because we needed exactly the right type of software because we needed the tools for the ways we do business. So this is what it looks like right now. There are some retailers in Finland who don't have any automation when they're ordering goods, and they have a ton of waste. The problem is, of course, the people have to, they have the gut feeling that they're ordering, and the only way to reduce food waste there is that they reduce variety or they have more empty shelves. That's the only opportunity they have. The bigger companies like Kesko or S Group, they have an answer. They have these automated systems which are reducing food waste. But still, something is left over, and then the damage has been done. So what are you going to do? You put -30 label on it, and you hope it will be sold. But if it doesn't sold, you can call like rescue for the rescue, and maybe they will get rid of them. But whatever you do, there is always some waste left. So now there's food banks. You can give them away. But at the moment, there are more food to be given away than there are people who can eat it. So always, most of the food goes to waste. This is the thing. So what I started thinking was, why is there's still waste? Why, with all these tools and systems, why isn't the waste zero? And we started studying on that. And this is where we are. This is not the case that we're competing with these automating order systems or with these, or like a rescue. We just take our share and try to minimize the waste. So, how do you measure it? This is one way. You have the sales, you have the waste, and then you count these percents, how much you've been wasting. If you have a goal that our waste should be 3%, and then you look, okay, it's 2.8, we're making good, because it's less than our goal. But actually, of course, you're not doing good, because you still have a lot of waste. You're still throwing away a lot of food and a lot of money. Another problem with this is that it describes you a moment in time. It doesn't tell you how did you do last week or last month or maybe a year ago at the same time. Is this normal or is this not normal? So another way to measure is this. This is an excellent way. This timeline, you can see, okay, what's going on? Are we improving or are we having more waste? But still, with this, there's also a big problem. Because this doesn't help you solve the problem at all. You're just counting points with these. You're looking, okay, we're doing this. How can we improve this? So what improves is this. This is one department in one store, and it's been counted in a very specific way. There are 800 products on this department, and these are the percentage of waste on individual products on a certain amount of time. So as you can see now, does this work? No. There are 600 products that cause no waste at all. So you don't have a problem with them. You can just leave them alone. You can forget about them. Then there's maybe a 100 products which cause a little bit of waste. It's like if you sell 100 cartons of milk in 1 week and you drop one, it gets broken. It's very hard to reduce that waste anymore. So we're not actually concentrating on that. But what we are doing is biggest 100. We are watching the products who have waste percent of 5%. It's got 10, 20, 30, 40. That's easy to reduce the waste from those individual products. So what you're going to do is every week you look at every product that has waste of over 5% and you examine why has this been wasted. What's the reason? There must be a reason. It's not normal to waste food. And then you have to find it. There are two ways to waste food. One way is it's like I'm not know what's the word for it, but it's like one-time error. Like if you have some food, you are 1 year goes without wasting any food. Then 1 week you throw away 10 pieces, and then when you look at these reports, you're like, okay, we sold 2, we wasted 10. That's a huge amount of waste. But then the next year again goes, no waste. That's one way. And people usually concentrate on these individual big problems. Well, actually, they are not the problem. The problem is the systematic error, which means, let's say you throw away this week 1 piece of yogurt. It costs like 30 cents. 3 weeks later, you waste 2 of those, the same product. 3 weeks later, maybe 3. 3 weeks later, 1. 30 cents, 60 cents, 90 cents. Who cares? It's so little. Nobody cares about that. Nobody, they don't even see that. But the problem is, it repeats itself all the time, and it occurs until it's fixed. So forever and forever, until something changes. And that creates a lot of waste. So, each of these involves some kind of root cause. We have discovered so far 18 root causes which cause the waste. 6 of them are causes that the store can do nothing about. The producer or the chain, a retail chain, they can do something about it. Let's say if you have you're ordering some goods, you want to get the minimum amount, but they sent you 5. You cannot get 5. You only need 3. But they will send you 5. You can pick, okay, 5, 10, 15, that's all. There's nothing you can do about it. But if you have, for example, a problem like the computer thinks you have 2 pieces of some product on your shelves, when you actually have 10. Of course the computer thinks, okay, we only have 2, you must order more. It orders more, you have too much goods. 2 weeks later, you will waste these. And again, the computer looks, okay, we have too few items, we must order more. And again, you waste it, and again, and again, and again. It continues you forever, until you not see it. So, what we always have to remember is waste is not normal. There is no need to have waste. People usually think it is normal because we got used to it, but it's actually not. Okay, speed is the key when you want to reduce food waste. Because when a systematic error is generated at some point, let's say the computer thinks you have two pieces instead of 10. It holds on and causes problems until you find it out and resolve it. Let's say this is 20 weeks. If you can cut it in half on 10 weeks, of course it means you're going to save a lot of food waste. Of course. So when we started this 2015, it took us 5 weeks to find this out. Next year, it was 1.5 weeks. This was a huge advantage. We made a lot of reduction with this. Next year, 1 day. And this year, it's -1 day. 1 day before the waste is happening, we can already see, okay, there's a problem, it must be fixed. The difference between these two is huge, because let's say, again, remember the computer. If you waste food today, next morning the computer is going to look, okay, we have to get some more items. And the next day you'll know, oh, we have a problem, let's fix this. You already have too much items. But if you can fix it before the computer is starting to order more, you're going to, again, reduce food waste. Okay, so if we want to reduce food waste in Finland, or the whole world, this is what should be done. First, measure the right things. There is a ton of data. There is absolutely too much data around. And it's in a way that there's no use for the people who are actually doing the work. Your goal should be, of course, zero waste. I am sure we can never reach it, but it doesn't matter. Because if you set the goal, we're going to go there. And you make continuous improvement. Every day, every week, you find out more ways how to make it reduce food waste even more. You must make people interested. Right now, they are not interested in reducing food waste. They will tell you, if you ask them, they will tell you, of course, it's very important for us, but actually it's not. They're not doing anything. But if you have tools that they want to use, because they're simple and you can get some results, then they will use them, because it's easy. This cooperation with the producer, there is a huge chance with this, because there are a lot of wastes, not just food waste, it's money, time, effort, everything that can be reduced if retail and the producers will cooperate more. And there's too much innovation doing in the corporate headquarters, and too few in a Gemba where the people are actually doing the work. I started working in retail when I was 14. Since then, I've always seen people who are like, okay, why is this so poorly designed? What were they thinking? Why isn't this so poorly made? And it takes years to fix it. To conclude, there are many people in retail who think that it's like that there's some kind of wasted God somewhere up there. And they think we must sacrifice food for them, because if we don't, they will ruin our business. We will have empty shelves, we will have fewer variety. So we cannot reduce food waste. Of course you can, that's just nonsense. So I hope we can together make the world more zero waste place. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Jussi. I think I take two things away from this. One is you need to act insightful. You need to create the insights before taking actions. I think the graphs showed that very clearly. But also you need to act where you're close to the problem.
Exactly.
I think that's the second thing. In the projects you've been having, in the cases you've been applying that, I mean, what's the feedback from people? I mean, when people see how easy it is at the end of the day if you measure the right things, I mean, what type of reaction do you see?
Let's say if this is working, right? Yeah. Okay. It's almost every time when we go to a new store, it's like, okay, yeah, great. Now what? When we start to show things. The numbers, and we show them individual products, they are like, oh wow, amazing, really, can this be true? This is a great thing. So first they think, they're like, yeah, like I remember one person, the first thing she asked was, are you from Kesko? And I was, no, I have my own company. Good.
Good. Yeah, I think if you show the insight, if you show the value, you can convince people. Any questions here in the room for Jussi?
I have heard that those big retail corporations, they can order food from the producer producer, and if they won't sell it, they just give it back, and it's the producer's kind of fault. It sounds very creepy that they can do things to sell and return, and the producer has to pay them. So how usual is that?
Well, it's not very common, but it does occur, and it occurs too much. I have shown with numbers that it's not good for the producer, but it's also not good for the store, because if the producer is having waste, of course he or she must add it on the price, so the store will pay more, and of course the customers will pay more. There's no sense.
Perfect.
It's not a question, but I think your message about collaboration is brilliant.
Good, thanks.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Thanks, Jussi.